All right, guys, so just wanted to make this really quick video showing you how to replace your shift knob. So my car is a 2015 Infiniti Q70, and as you can see, this thing's just kind of worn, it's beat up, it's kind of plain. In the like Q50s and some of the later Infinitis, they upgraded the shift knobs to look significantly better, I think, in my opinion. They just look a little sharper, they're a little nicer, and this one's obviously much newer. I bought this on eBay for about 80 bucks, so they're pretty cheap. But replacing these things is actually surprisingly easy, so I just wanted to make a quick couple-minute video to show you this. So, basically what you're going to do is you're going to pull down on this sort of chrome ring here, and I literally just put my fingernail in between it and just pushed down and it came right down. And then in there you're going to see this little metal ring. And so then what I'm doing is I'm just using a flathead screwdriver here to kind of get inside of that, and you're just going to pop that ring out. So you see that ring in there, and I'm just popping it out. And once you do that, this thing comes right off. As you can see, we've got the knob off. Now, one thing that I noticed was that the new shift knob has this sort of like raised lip that ran all the way down here. So what I did was I actually clipped it off and then sanded it down a little bit so that it would fit inside this collar. Now, the alternative is you could probably remove this collar, but I kind of like the way that it looks. So instead, I just sort of carved it down a little bit. Looks like we may be dealing with sort of the same thing on the back here. So we may have to shave that down a little bit, but then hopefully this is gonna fit. All right, guys, so a couple issues that I ran into with the Q50 knob. So again, I just wanted to make this video super helpful for you. So with the stock sort of location of this clip, so this clip right here normally clips into this bottom hole here. And here's the problem with this. When you push this down all the way until it's seated on there, right, and the button functions and actually pushes down on the this knob in here that basically is what allows you to shift from one point to another. When you put the clip all the way down here, then this thing actually catches up here. So you see this little notch here, this is where it actually is meant to catch. So this knob is definitely longer. Let me lay this down beside the other one. Obviously way longer than the stock one, right? So as a result, what happens is, again, this thing doesn't want to stay seated. So if you pull up on it at all, it comes up until the clip in that lower position hits that stopper right there. But then at that point, it's too high. Your button can't contact the knob and it can't actually shift. And I don't want this thing to be loose, right? Because if I'm using this for manumatic shifting and stuff, I don't want this thing popping up and then all of a sudden I can't shift from reverse to drive or whatever, right? So I don't want that to happen. So what I basically came up with was, you'll see there's like a little notch up here at the top. So there's actually two here. Let me see if I can kind of show you. So there's that bottom one and then there's that bigger, thicker top one. I just took a Dremel and I just cut a straight line on both sides. I used that top sort of notch there as my line. And then I just Dremeled out a little hole there. And then what that did was it raised the contact point, right? So it raised where this is going to contact that to match it better. Now, one thing that's a little tricky is to get this longer knob on here, then you have to kind of push this down because this is up, it contacts, it gets in the way, it won't let you push it all the way down. So what I'm doing to fix that is, one, I Dremeled out the inside of it. And you want to be very careful not to get into the leather and stuff because you don't want to cut open the sides. But so I Dremeled this out just to make it as rounded as possible. So now my knob does fit down in there, which I'll show you here in a second. It fits all the way down into the collar of the shift boot. But so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this thing all the way down on there with the sleeve up above the plastic surround, because if it gets below it, it's too tough to get it to come up and around the shift knob then at that point. So I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm going to put my clip in here and then I'm going to turn on the car. I'm going to shift it back to drive to give me a little bit more freedom, a little bit more room on the knob here. And then I'm going to slide this collar up around it. And then I'll show you the final results here. See if this works. All right, guys. So as you can see, the collar just pulled right up and it kind of clicked in place. You can kind of hear it seat around that hinge. But now if I turn the car on, and it may yank my Bluetooth here, but if I turn it on, it works fine. The button works, everything works, and it looks pretty much OEM. But, you know, sorry, it's super dark in my garage. It's about to rain outside. But as you can see, I mean, it's just gives this whole thing an updated look. to it.